Joining me now is author of Out of the Shadows, My Life Inside the Wild World of Hunter Biden, Lunden Roberts. Lunden, thank you so much for joining me this morning. As you mentioned in your statement, you're a mother first. I know Navy is your world. Her dad being pardoned holds a different weight for you. Can you tell me a little more of why you're in support of this pardon?
Well, I mean, I understand it's such a controversial topic, and I've never really been into politics and the political world, so I can't speak on what I would do if I was a sitting president or anything like that. But I know what I would do if I was a mother, and I am a mother. And, it's like I said, there's no barrier I wouldn't break for my daughter to get her out of any situation, and I told someone the other day, I think that, Hunter knows where he's gone wrong and the things that he's done, and he deals with that on his own. And I think if any parent had the authority to help their child, they would.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Hunter says that he's going to use this clemency to devote his life, to rebuild his life, to help people. Can I ask you, what kind of father has he been to Navy?
A pretty absent one. He's not stepped into her life physically. There were Zoom calls happening last year for a short period of time.
Do you hope that he meets your daughter someday soon in person?
For my daughter's sake, a part of me does, just because I know that she yearns for that, and that is something that she wants.
Yeah.
And it's just part of being a parent. You to see their heartbreak and to see, them go through hard times and disappointments, always hurts worse for you as a parent watching them go through that. So, yeah, I do, for her sake.
Do you believe that he's a changed man? He says he's going to do better moving forward. Do you believe that?
I can only hope so, but I also know that, holding resentment towards somebody or being mad at somebody for speaking their truth and then holding it against their daughter and not choosing to not be in her life because of that it says a lot about someone's character too.
Yeah, absolutely. I know something else you said in your statement is that you'd like to see that love towards Navy that the president shows Hunter. Do you have any indication that the president of the United States, has recognized her as his granddaughter? I know we've talked a lot about stockings being hung at the White House of all of their grandchildren. And of course, this year, there are no stockings at all. What do you make of that?
It's tough. I mean, in my book, I talk about when I was sent articles about the stockings being hung and my child being excluded, his child. And that was pretty tough and hard to deal with, because Navy will see all of that someday. So it's just the steady unacknowledgement. And like you see, it continues.
When people are pardoned, people often talk about, did that person deserve it? Do you think he deserved to be pardoned?
Well, I will say, I've seen Hunter during those days, and I knew him throughout that time, and he was in a very, very dark place. And, I sympathized and I empathized for him during that time. And I seen the good that was also in him and the potential that I felt like he had as a person. And, I don't want to ever count him out on that. I want to think that, the good that I had seen is in there.
Do you believe that he's innocent of the other allegations, against him? Of course, now that pardon is a sweeping pardon, covers 11 years. So if he did anything else that he has not been charged with in those 11 years, it doesn't matter now.
Right. I'm not aware of the other allegations.
Okay.
But it's like I said, I really don't. I find myself in this political world and getting asked a lot of controversial and political questions.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what other allegations you're talking about.
What do you tell Navy about her father and her grandfather?
That they love her, and that they live far away, and they have really busy schedules, and I make any excuses that I can for that absence. And it's tough because I feel like I shouldn't be the one that has to answer to that.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.